Yes, we will go for problem number 53. If you see this, it looks like a very big question. I am going to read out once. You are going to follow. And I hope that many will not understand for sure. Anyhow, I'll read it once. Listen. Assume that water issuing from the end of a horizontal pipe 7.5 meter above the ground describes a parabolic path. The vertex is at the end of the pipe at a position 2.5 meter below the line of the pipe. The flow of water has curved outward 3 meter beyond the vertical line through the end of the pipe. How far beyond this vertical line will the water strike the ground? Children, how many have understood this? I hope no one, right? Okay, I'm going to read the question once again. Assume that the water issuing from the end of a horizontal pipe 7.5 meter above the ground describes a parabolic path. The vertex is at the end of the pipe at a position 2.5 meter below the line of pipe. The flow of water has curved outward 3 meter beyond the vertical line through the end of the pipe. How far beyond this vertical line will the water strike the ground? I think now also nobody would have understood. So now what we are going to do is I am going to explain this sum through this diagram. Now see this, you are going to listen carefully. See, this is a line. This is called, it is not a line, we are going to assume this as a horizontal pipe. So this is nothing but horizontal pipe, and this point is nothing but the end of the pipe where the vertex lies, v of 0, 0. So from through this point the water flows like this. Again I repeat, this is the horizontal pipe. The end point of the pipe is taken as vertex. From this point the water will start coming outward and it flows like this. The flow is nothing but a parabolic path. The flow is nothing but parabolic path which is given in the question. Again now see, this is nothing but 7.5 meter is nothing but height of the pipe from the ground. Actually the pipe is not on the ground, it is at the height of 7.5 meter from the ground level. From there water comes out. Water comes out in what shape? It comes in a parabolic path. Okay, the next data given to us is from this point, from this vertex, if we come down to 2.5 meter, from this vertex, if we come down to 2.5 meter, the water curves out at a distance of 3 meter from this line. Now I think you will understand. This is the path of the water, and this distance is 3 meter which was given to us. When it is 3 meter, when we come down from this point, when we come down to 2.5 meter, the distance of water is nothing but 3 meter. What is the question asked to us? So at the ground level, how far beyond this line the water comes and touches the ground? That is the question. Once again I'll repeat, this is the horizontal pipe, the end point is this, through this water comes out in a parabolic path. When we come down from vertex to 2.5 meter, the distance between this line and the water flow is 3 meter. What they are asking is, from this vertical line, what is the distance between this vertical line and the water which strikes the ground? This is what we need to find. So actually in this diagram we need to find AB. So it took 5 minutes for us to understand the question itself. So you should be able to draw the diagram. Pipe, flow of water, 2.5 meter. When we come down, the distance of water flow is 3 meter. Again, when the water comes and touches the ground, what is this distance? That is the question. So after drawing this diagram, we should be able to mark these 2 points, C and B. Why I have marked this 3, minus 2.5? Can you guess? Because see the x value, it is clearly written as 3. So x value is 3. What is y value? 2.5. Since b comes down, we are putting minus sign, minus 2.5. I hope you will understand. This is x value 3. Directly we can write y value 2.5, but it lies below, so minus 2.5. Similarly here, AB is what actually we want to find. So that is taken as x1. So x value is x1. If you see y value from V to A, what is the height of the pipe? 7.5 meter. So this height is nothing but 7.5 meter. Again, downwards of y axis means minus sign, minus 7.5, x1 comma minus 7.5. So we should be able to draw the diagram, as well as we know how to mark the points C and B. If you know these things, the problem is simple. Now we will enter into the problem. What is this parabola? It is type. What is the type of this parabola? Yes, it is a parabola open downwards. Since it is open downward, equation of the parabola is x square is equal to minus 4ay. The point C, that is 3 comma minus 2.5, lies on the parabola. By seeing the diagram itself, you should be able to know the point C lies on the parabola. So what we will do usually, we will substitute the point in the given equation. How to substitute? In place of x, what should I replace? 3. So it becomes 9. In place of y, I should replace minus 2.5. So by substituting that, we are getting this. That is 9 is equal to minus 4a. Y value is minus 2.5. Minus minus becomes plus. 4 into 2.5, 10. So bring the 10 to other side. 9 by 10, which is nothing but a value. These are all just simplifications. You should be able to understand. Minus and minus plus. 4 into 2.5, 10. 10 is taken to other side. A value is 9 by 10. What we do, we will substitute this a value in the equation of parabola. What is the equation of parabola? X square is equal to minus 4ay. So x square is equal to minus 4. A means 9 by 10 y. What is the other point which lies on the parabola? x1 comma minus 7.5. The point B, you just go through the diagram. The point B, x1 comma minus 7.5, lies on the parabola. So again, substituting this point in this equation. So equation 2 becomes substitute x1 in place of x. So x1 square minus 4 as it is, 9 by 10 as it is, y means minus 7.5. So cancelling everything. Here how I cancelled is 10 and 7.5 I have cancelled first in 5 tables. 2 times, 1.5 times. Then 2 and 4 is cancelled. It becomes 2 here. 2 into 9 becomes 18 and 1.5 as it is. 18 into 1.5, or I am splitting this 18 as 9 into 2. 2 is joined with 1.5 and become 3. Otherwise you just write directly from here. 9 is written as it is. 2 into 1.5 is written as 3. We want x1 value, so take this square to other side, becomes square root. 9 is taken out, 3 root 3. Even you can substitute value of root 3 and simplify, or even you can leave it here itself. So now we are coming to the conclusion that the water strikes the ground at a distance of 3 root 3 meter from the vertical line. So we will write our answer like this. Therefore the water strikes the ground 3 root 3 meter away from the vertical line. I hope you will understand. I already told these are all important problems. So what you have to do, apart from writing this in your classwork, have a notebook, write these problems and practice. We will go for the next problem in the next video. Thank you.